Sixer fans have descended upon Wells Fargo Center today. They've come from all points, South Street, Mount Airy, Rittenhouse Square, and even Fishtown through the raindrops. Meanwhile, up in Toronto at the corner of Bay and Front Street at Jurassic Park, Raptor fans hoping their team can even the series at 2 games apiece. In Philadelphia, it doesn't matter where you get your cheesesteak, they all agree Embiid has been the big boss cook.
Which star will dominate tonight? Embiid for 3.
Don't bring it in here. That's JoJo yard, baby.
Embiid inside and the foul. Boy, he's enjoying tonight. Embiid down the lane.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
An electrifying performance from Joel Embiid.
And here's a look at the conference semifinal brackets. Milwaukee has taken back home court advantage against Boston. Houston finally getting on the board in overtime last night on ABC against the Warriors. It's going to be interesting to see how Denver and Portland play in their next game after playing 4 overtimes in the previous run. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, alongside the Hall of Famer Hubie Brown. Israel Gutierrez joining us in just a bit. This is the biggest moment of the season, simply put, for the Toronto Raptors. No team, or very few teams, have come back from 3-1 deficits. If that isn't enough, they're facing an injury situation with their starting forward, Pascal Siakam. For more on that, let's go to Israel Gutierrez.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. And some good news for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam came in this morning and told his coach he was feeling better with his calf contusion. And after going through his usual routine pregame, he told his coach he can't play, and he's in the starting lineup. However, Nick Nurse told us before the game that Pascal would likely, if he plays, see limited minutes, and that would mean possibly more minutes for Serge Ibaka, given Philadelphia's size advantage over the Raptors. And a bit of a plot twist here, though. Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler both came out of the locker rooms late for layup line. Embiid was heard and seen sneezing repeatedly in the locker room, and when he finally did come out for pregame, was looking groggy and frankly tired. It's yet another thing to look at in this game, guys.
Also more health concerns for the 76ers there. Hubie, when you look at the Toronto Raptors, back to them, Kawhi Leonard has 5 30-point games in the playoffs, still giving it to Toronto at both ends of the floor. But the question begs coming into this one, how much more can they squeeze out of him, and who's going to help him out?
Well, the big key for him is just continue to do what he's doing. When you look at 37 points a game at 61% shooting and then the 7 rebounds, you know he's going to defend. He's one of the best that we have at both ends. But these are the 4 guys that must step up today. Look down at the bottom, 19 points, 6 for 29. 21% shooting. Now, inside, Gasol and Ibaka must step up and rebound. Lowry and Van Fleet must give the 3-point game, shoot a high percentage to keep everything honest.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if that happens. Meanwhile, Israel talked about Joel Embiid a moment ago. After a slow start in games 1 and 2, he broke out with 33 points. And maybe more importantly, those 5 blocks in the previous game. Hubie, he's as healthy as he's been all year, despite what we heard a moment ago. And he's playing with a type of confidence as we take a look at our smart moves brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. The type of confidence that is really lifting the rest of the Sixers.
Well, when you look at it, come on, he'll stop behind as a trailer behind the 3, attempt 3 or 4 a game, shoot a solid percentage. Now, also, the ball fake is there because he can put the ball down on the floor. 7 foot, 260 pounds, extremely quick. Now watch this. Wow, nice, beautiful spin move off the glass. He has quick feet. Now, if you double team him hard, he'll make the correct pass to the free man because of his size and his passing ability. But when you talk about him, you have to talk about the total game. All right, he was 2nd in the league in rebounding, 4th in blocks. Here he is right there. 5 blocks in game 3, which starts the break.
And he's had help from this guy, Jimmy Butler, coming off his best game as a 76er. Folks, this presentation of NBA Conference semifinals will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The NBA Playoffs Eastern Conference semifinals on ABC is presented by Control Tower from Wells Fargo. This is you taking control. And in part by Toyota. Let's go places.
Keep on 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's where the hardest 48 minutes we to play. It's about us tonight. Keep communicating. Play hard, man.
Let's go. Let's work.
I'm on the mission. I'm on the mission. I'm on the mission. I'm on the mission.
The Sixers are pouring it on.
Come on, hang in there, keep playing.
Kawhi drives in the lane and jams down the center. And then Siakam needs some help.
We all got to help him and give him any help.
When you have great basketball players on the floor, it's easy. It's not that complicated.
I'm on the mission.
And when I talk, they listen. I got that vision.
Shoot it! That's why you shoot it!
We're going to have to play a lot harder. And if we don't do that, then the things that we decide to do aren't going to matter much.
Take us home, man. Joel Embiid just windmilled a jam.
This building is shaking right now.
And welcome everyone to the NBA Conference Semifinals on ABC. Game 4, presented by Wells Fargo here from Philadelphia. Mark Jones alongside Hubie Brown, Israel Gutierrez. Philadelphia 76ers taking on one of the best road teams during the regular season in the Raptors. As we take a look at the starting lineups, the good news for Toronto, you see number 43 in there, Pascal Siakam, playing with that leg injury. Gasol, Leonard Green, and Lowry filling out the starting five. Who will step up and help Kawhi Leonard? Meanwhile, for the 76ers, it's Simmons and Redick in the backcourt. Jimmy Butler coming off a fantastic outing in Game 3. Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid up front. Only the Golden State Warriors and Milwaukee Bucks had more road wins than Toronto this year during the regular season. If the Raptors had to get one, this is the one. 96% of the time, when a team goes up 3-1 in a 7-game series, they go on to win that series. Kyle Lowry of the Raptors in a homecoming here. He's from the Philadelphia area. Played his collegiate ball nearby at Villanova. And we are underway.